Hello everyone, welcome to your favorite CAT Club channel Quantifiers. So today we are yet back again with another interesting set in our series, and today's set is something special. And why is it special? Because it will teach you how to use ratios and how to avoid calculations in the exam. Okay, so before we begin, like always, this is what you need to do if you want to be the part of this movement, the DILR movement. And all like always, before we proceed, this is the snapshot of the courses that we provide. We have started a special course for DILR, and it is especially for those people who fear DI, who think that they cannot tackle so much of data and they don't know how to pick up the right set and everything. It is especially for those. Okay. Now, today we are doing a conditional based DI set. So let's read it and let's understand what it is. Mr. Chintamani, a shrewd investor on Dalal Street, after witnessing a stupendous downfall in earnings, got down to analyze his performance over the last couple of years as an investor. Okay. So the chart below depicts his performance as an investor. So this is the chart, and here he has analyzed his performance. Okay. He could not recollect what was X and what was Y. So उसको नहीं पता कि जो ये दो bars बनाए हुए हैं X और Y क्या denote कर रहा है, क्या ये दोनों expenditure है, क्या savings है या saving percentage है. So this is definitely something among saving expenditure and saving percentage. But क्या क्या है ये नहीं पता अभी हमें. And further, they have defined what is saving, which is pretty obvious that whatever you earn and whatever you spend, the leftover is the saving. So income minus expenditure, and saving percentage is saving upon expenditure into 100. Okay. So let's move here. Let's see what the questions are, because it is a pretty straightforward thing. So the first question says, what is the maximum possible expenditure in thousands for Chintamani in any of the given years? So maximum possible expenditure. So there are three possibilities for X and Y's. And what are the three possibilities? That it can be saving, then it can be saving percentage, it can be saving, it can be expenditure. Or it can be expenditure, then this can be saving. If this is expenditure, this is saving percentage. Okay. Similarly, if this is saving percentage, this can be saving, and this is saving percentage, this is expenditure. These are the six possibilities X and Y can take. Okay, these are the six movements. Now I need to I need to analyze the maximum possible expenditure. So if I see either it is possible to pick one of the values as it is. इनमें से let's say मैं इसको maximum दिख रहा है, इसको उठा लेता हूँ. Then my expenditure is 100. One is this thing. So if I see, I can pick expenditure. I can pick expenditure. I can pick expenditure in four ways. But there is one way that we need to analyze, that if we take them as saving and saving percentage, is expenditure going to differ somehow? Let's see how. See, how do we define expenditure? If I take the help of this formula only, okay, how do I define expenditure? Expenditure is nothing but savings upon saving percentage into 100. This is what expenditure is, right? Now, out of the chart, I can allocate these two to any two. मेरी मर्जी है, मैं इसको सेविंग बना के इसको सेविंग एक्सपेंडिचर बना दूं या कुछ भी. मुझे करना क्या है, सेविंग और सेविंग परसेंटेज की वैल्यू को ज्यादा से ज्यादा करना. आई नीड टू मैक्सिमाइज दिस रेशियो. एंड हाउ कैन आई मैक्सिमाइज दिस रेशियो? इफ आई कीप माय डिनोमिनेटर as small as possible, numerator as large as possible. See, the minimum denominator, if I see, is here. This is the minimum denominator. So if I keep my saving percentage as 5, then saving in both the cases is 40. So 5 into 40,000 into 100. So this is what I am going to get. Okay, this is what 800,000 then in this case. So this is, I think, the minimum value you can get. So otherwise around we can also do some hit and try. Let's say if I use this, because I can see its saving is maximum there. So if I use it as 100, use it as 30, my answer is 333.33, whatever. Okay, so again I can see that it was just a 1 minute question if you had thought it this way. Other way I have seen what people did was, लोगों ने हर year के लिए आपने अलग-अलग case बनाए थे, and then you analyzed, which is not a good thing to do here. So this is how you can use ratios. The higher will be the ratio, the more will be the answer. Second part, this is done. Let's see the second part. The least possible income in thousands, okay, is in which year? So income is the least in which year? What is income basically? Income is equal to savings plus expenditure. 2000 में minimum क्या हो सकती है income उसकी? So when we talk about the minimum income, so one option is I obviously add them up, saving and expenditure को लेके I make an equation and I add them up. ठीक है, I can assume them to be anything. So in that case, it will be 20 plus 10, 30. Okay. Other way around, I can keep it as a percentage. I can also use saving percentage. So first of all, let us see that in terms of saving percentage, what is the formula? Okay, because that is the easiest thing to do. So how do you define savings? From here, if I see, savings is nothing but saving percentage into expenditure upon 100. This is what saving is. So our incomes can be written as saving percentage into 100 upon 100 plus expenditure. Or if I take E common, it is 100 plus S upon E, S percentage upon E. Now I know that E is getting multiplied to a quantity which is definitely greater than 1, because 100 plus something divided by 100, it is going to be greater than 1, right? So what do I need to do? I need to keep E as minimum as possible. Okay. So if in 2000, if I keep E as minimum as possible, E will be 10. E will be 10 into 100 plus S into 120 by 100. So this is directly giving me 12 as the answer. So this is the minimum possible income for him. Okay. Other way around, you can take them to be saving and saving percentage and interchangeably, and you can check. But in any case, if I take saving as, let's say, 10 and saving percentage as 20%, even then I have to make it 5 times to make it 100% and do some operations, okay, or anything. So answer is going to be more than 12. So I can rely upon this. Answer is 12 for this case. Okay, done. Now, 2 questions done in a quick time. What is the third question? Third question asks us, if the saving percentage between any 2 consecutive years differ by m percentage points. So saving percentage is nothing but saving upon expenditure into 100. Now this is increasing. The maximum increase is in which year? Okay, the maximum increase or the maximum difference. So even this is a possibility. I just have to check for the difference. Now let us see. See, what is saving percentage? It is saving upon expenditure, and I want to maximize it as more as possible. So what I should do? I should make saving as large as possible, expenditure as small as possible. So here obviously I will give blue bar the saving and make this the expenditure. So as to maximize the saving. So let me just calculate it for all the years. What is saving here? 20 by 10. The ratio is 2. 40 by 20. It is 200%. This is 200%. This is again 200%. This is 60 by 30. 200% again. A lot of 200 beings there. Okay. And then fifth one, 80 upon 20, 400%. So it is the increase of 200%. 60 upon 40, 1.5. This is 40 upon this 20, 200 again. This is 40 upon 20, no, 40.5, 800. Okay. So here if I see the increase is 600%. Okay. Let me check for any other year. Here it is again 8. Here it is 100 by 3, 330. Here it is 60 by 10, 600. So the increase is 270. Okay. So here is it is 600 by 40, 150. Increase is 450 in this case, but it is 600 the maximum one for now. This is 80 by 20, 400 again. This is 100 by 30, 330 again. 333 in fact, so let it be. It doesn't matter. Okay. So 60 upon 30, 20 again, 200 again. So this is what I have. So a lot of 2's there. So but the maximum change I can see is 600%, which is 200 to 800. So the answer for this percentage point is 600%. Last one. The saving percentage for Mr. Chintamani could have been same for at most how many years? So if I use this data only, because in this I can see the maximum similarities 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there are 6 years out of the given time period, which we can have it. Nowhere else we will have it again. Okay. So this completes my set, a very easy one, I will say. Not an easy one, but if you start on the wrong note, it is obviously a difficult one in that case. Otherwise, if you do it with the ratios, you can do it quickly. So with this, we complete this set. I hope you learned something good from this. And if you wish to be the part of this legacy, join us as soon as possible, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.